Fight Fiend Forecast. I'm Joseph, the
Yo, what's up? Faceoff start yet?
Fatal, my guy!
Yo, I got the drinks,
my guy. Got the drinks, you got a quart, my guy. My favorite Pink Whitney. And you got the mustard glasses.
On, eh? Face-off.
All the face-offs are about to be on. You know it's about to be on.
Here, we're ready to cook on.
And we're going to pour a drink before it gets going because the liquid courage has always done us good.
Yes,
and we got a special guest, Fatal. Unexpectedly, he's going to join us here. Last week we had Dreadstocks, now we got Fatal. He's also in the Discord, so join Discord. You can chat with Fatal in there. You can see some of his picks, his plays, and some of his bet wins as well. He posts his bet wins in the chat there. We have a bunch of different channels.
The odd time, yeah.
Dreadstocks is in there as well. We all live in PEI, Canada, so thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning into the forecast. First and foremost, it's us against the bookies. So if you disagree with the pick, you know, this is just what we're going to do on the fight night. These are our picks, our bets. If you don't agree, you can fade us. But, you know, best of luck. We're just going to give you the information and what we think is going to happen here. Final fight night of the year.
Yes,
it's
sir.
A pay-per-view in Vegas. I got the Vegas hat on.
Truly hat on.
Got the Truly hat on, and we're going to crack the Whitney. We're going to get her going. And my cat just joined us. She's in the room now, running around. So we're going to have to take care of that. We're going to take care of business on this card. So a lot of things to take care of here, including ourselves. So we got to bet smart. We can't be betting on massive favorites. We can't be chasing underdogs. We just got to bet with instinct and do our research. That's about it. You know what I mean? Bet with our instinct.
Yes, sir. Bet
after doing research. And everything should fall into place. We should win our money. Let's mix. Put a little bit of mix in this.
Excited to see these face-offs.
Oh, I'm excited as fuck. I didn't watch these face-offs. I didn't even watch much of the...
Came very prepared.
Press conference either. I didn't get to watch much of the press conference. I've been busy at work. Hammering down at work lately, so I've been slacking with the content, Chance. Just called you Chan. That's your real name. What? The cat's in the middle of the fucking camera.
Shit.
I'm gonna get her.
We're gonna have to cut it.
Yeah, we're not gonna cut that. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. Sorry for that.
No cuts.
We're not here to waste your time. We're gonna get down to business right away after I take this shot. We're gonna watch the face-offs. It's the post weigh-in face-off show. We're gonna give you our picks, our parlays, bets, everything like that. Join Patreon, $5 a month if you want early exclusive access to all my picks.
Yes, sir.
Early exclusive access, right? And then you get all my bets as well. I got 2 locks of the week this week, and I think I'm only going to give you guys 1, maybe 2. I'll think about it. I got a dog of the week now. I got 6 props of the week. We got lots to talk about. We're going to cook up some parlays. We're not here to waste your time, but we got some stuff to talk about before we get down to business.
Yes, sir. I'll just get my phone up here too.
That's a big shot glass. That mustard glass is bigger than a normal shot glass, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty big, yeah. Thank you.
As big as our bank account is about to get. First fight of the night after we skip ahead.
What we got here?
Well, I know my dog of the week is on the prelims. He's going to be one of the first fights of the night, so I'm going to be on my edge of the seat. I'm going to be on the very, very edge of the seat. And this is the first fight, I guess. Martin Buday, I don't know what the hell he just said, against Shamil Gaziev, okay? I like the underdog here. He's undefeated from Bahrain, trained at the KHK team. You know, he looks ready to go. I think he's going to be better technically. Should have a little bit better IQ. He's undefeated, obviously. He's fought some pretty good guys on the Contender Series, but he was 6-1. I think he's going to be good enough to get the job done here, probably by finish as well. He has a lot of finishes on his record, and I think he's going to be due for another finish here. This is his UFC debut as well on a pay-per-view as well. Like, they obviously think pretty highly of him to have him on a spot like this. Final card of the year, pay-per-view. Debuting, though. I think he's going to get it done here. He is a dog, but...
Banger first
it is a banger. Heavyweights.
Potential banger first fight.
And Boudet's coming off a finish. This guy had a couple decisions. Man, he's coming off a finish.
Sitting at 172 right now.
No doubt these guys are making weight here. They both look pretty good on the scale. Now they're going to face off. How do they face off now? You know, They both look fairly confident. Boudet, he looks pretty thin for a heavyweight. He must have been thick. Like, he's obviously 260 now, but he must have been a lot heavier because you can tell he cut a lot of weight. But he looks in great shape now.
I like Boudet.
You like Boudet in that spot? I'm going to stick with my dog of the week. And as everybody knows, my dog of the week is a fade of the week. You're taking the fade. Fadel's going to take the fade.
Not saying I'd be betting, these are just picks, but...
I do have a little bet on Shamil. I think it's going to be a finish. I'm going to try to snipe the knockout or the submission. Patreon has access to that, but we'll see how it goes. He's an underdog. He's debuting. I usually like to fade these spots. That's why the fade of the week is an option.
Those heavyweights too. So.
But hey, last week the dog of the week, Steve Garcia, got it done by finish. Maybe I'll go back to back on dog of the week. Let's just be careful on this one though. Don't go too heavy. I'm not very, very confident in this underdog, but he is my most confident underdog on this card. And next up, we got a confident pick for me. Andre Fili against Lucas Almeida. Interested to see these guys face off. Almeida, I've taken him before as an underdog, and it just didn't work out for me. I don't feel like I want to try to take an underdog shot here. I feel pretty confident taking Andre Fili. He just fought Nathaniel Wood there, went the distance. I don't think this is going to be a fight that we see a finish in, but, you know, I'm leaning Andre Fili here by a decision. Almeida is obviously ready to go. Brazilian underdog. He's screaming here. Let's see how Fili looks on the scale. Fili, he has a lot more experience, so that's why I have a lot of confidence in him. 14-2. It looks good, but... you know, not a lot of experience for Lucas Almeida. No handshake either. Doesn't want to shake Andre Fili's hand.
Shit.
He might regret that later. He might. Fili is ready to go nose to nose.
Straight business, really.
Straight business. Yeah, we're getting down to business. He's going to get down to business. High
like
confidence
Fili.
pick. Andre Fili. I'm leaning the decision, too, for the prop.
I would definitely, yeah.
And next up, we got Tagir Ulanbekov, Cody Durden. Cody Durden must be the play for a lot of people. We were talking about it earlier. You might take him as a dog. I'm already on him as a dog, but this is one I was kind of back and forth on. I think Tagir Ulanbekov could win this fight by a submission. Durden has a couple submission losses. You never know. He's going to try to take this fight to the ground. He's going to try to get some control time and takedowns. You know, he could easily get reversed here and get submitted. We're going to see how it goes. I'll stick with the pick. 15th ranked Cody Durden. He's a dog, for sure. Good fight last time against Jake Hadley. I think he has enough in the tank to get it done here against Tagir, who is just inconsistent, to say the least. Very inconsistent. He is training with Khabib and the boys, but so inconsistent. Khabib was not happy with him against that Tim Elliott fight that he lost, and I see this fight going down the same way. Tim Elliott beat this guy by a decision. I think Cody Durden could do the same. What do you think, Fatal?
I think so as well.
I know he's a Russian. I know he has OV in his last name. Big favorite here, but I'm feeling Cody Durden. An American.
I feel a decision for sure.
Yeah, I'm feeling the decision. Ulanbekov, though, staring him down pretty good. I have a weird feeling about this one. Hopefully Cody Durden gets it done, though. I like him as a fighter.
Personally, probably won't be that.
Yeah, I personally won't put a lot on that one either. But next up, I have money on this one. Casey O'Neill, Ariana Lipsky. I talked about this one yesterday. I was pretty high confidence in Casey O'Neill. I want to see how they weigh in and face off here, how they're looking. I think O'Neill's going to get it done as a favorite. I know the women's underdogs, as Brazilians, are not only good looking, but they cash in too sometimes. I don't mind chasing them. I don't mind chasing them. But this girl, she has 4 knockout losses, 4 decision losses. I think she's going to get knocked out. I honestly did put a little bit of money on Casey O'Neill for the KO. It's a 5x, 10-50. You could even go 20-100 if you wanted. Like, it's a good bet. Casey O'Neill KO. She has a couple finishes inside the UFC already. She's a good prospect. Only 1 loss in her last fight as well. She's going to be hungry in this fight. Very hungry. If she doesn't get the finish, she's going to win this fight very easily. She's safe to parlay, in my opinion. And they're going to face off here, and it's going to be intense, no doubt about it. Right up in each other's face. Right up in it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's going to be a knockout for sure. It has to be.
Oh,
yeah, they're right up in each other's face. She's ready to go. She's so hungry after that loss. That's what it is. She's pissed off after that loss. She's going to get this one done. Casey O'Neill. This card's stacked. I'm pumped. I am pumped. Like, these fighters are bringing the energy at these face-offs. Normally,
pumped for this next fight here.
Yeah, this fight here. This is the lock of the week that I'm gonna give away for free. Cody Garbrandt, tatted to the gills. He's fighting Brian Kelleher.
I feel like
I'll turn the volume down so me and you can chat here. Now the matchmaker, the new matchmaker that we tried to enter, we tried to become a UFC matchmaker. Obviously, it didn't work out for us, but the guy who won that giveaway made this fight. This is the first fight that he booked. He walked into the UFC PI and Cody Garbrandt wanted to fight. Now, do you think
he wants Cody to win?
I think he wants Cody to win too. Now, if Cody Garbrandt's asking him for a fight, do you think he's going to line up a loss for Cody or a win? I think this is definitely going to be a winnable fight for Cody. Cody was literally asking the new matchmaker, can you get me a fight this year? Can you get me in this and that? He got him a fight. He got him a winnable fight. Cody Garbrandt's going to be ready to go.
Looking good too.
And he's going to perform for this new matchmaker.
He's looking good.
He is looking good.
Good cardio experience.
Keller's hair is looking like Charles Johnson. I don't like it.
What the fuck is that haircut?
That haircut's terrible.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he doesn't look clicked in right now. It was a quick handshake. It was a quick handshake, and Brian Kelleher was out of there. He didn't want to stick around long.
He did not want to look into his eyes.
No, didn't look in his eyes very long. I think it's going to play out the same maybe in the fight. Maybe it's not going to be a decision, Cody Garbrandt. I think it was going to be a decision, but this could be a greasy one that Cody could win by knockout. You never know. Could be quick and early.
Personally don't know the other guy.
After that face-off, Kelleher does not look clicked in. He's not ready to go here.
Look at him just strolling off the stage as we speak.
Yeah, his haircut too.
Go back to the hotel.
That haircut. Some stuff going on with Kelleher. No way in hell I'm betting.
That was probably the quickest face-off, yeah.
Yeah, that was for sure. Let's see how quick this one is, because Carla Rosa is going to be fighting Irene Aldana, and Aldana was on a tear before she fought Amanda Nunes and lost. And it was a 5-round decision. Obviously, she wasn't going to beat Amanda Nunes. Nunes retired after that fight.
Nunes the GOAT.
She's a GOAT. Yeah. Aldana, though, gave her a decent run. Probably one of the best runs anybody has gave Nunes. I think Aldana's the pick. Now, you were talking about someone's on Rosa. I haven't listened to anyone's picks yet. I haven't heard anyone's picks, predictions, anything like that. I'm just going off my picks, what I know, what I trust. I trust in myself. Like, I'm accurate. I do this week in and week out. I'm consistent. And I'm just going to ride with my instinct, with my research. I've been putting in the work. And I think Irene Aldana's getting this done. She's looking decent, too.
Well, I think
she's pretty big.
Are sketchy, but
number 5 ranked, too. This is a calm face-off. Now, Rosa does look fairly confident.
Rosa for the dog, just the same.
Yeah, for the dog price, she looks fairly confident at the face-off. No reason to,
I'd probably be...
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a women's fight. Every women's fight kind of...
So.
Yeah, they got you him and Hans. So
I just like to watch the women fight it out.
At the end of the day, I think I may be parlaying Aldana.
Well, yeah.
But
if I was, that would...
Everybody parlays at the end of the day. A little sprinkle here and there. You got to put everybody, do a full card parlay. Aldana will be on there. No doubt about it. She's the pick.
Yes,
next fight of the night should be more entertaining. I think that was the least entertaining fight, Aldana and Rosa. We got Manyfield and Dustin Jacoby. People didn't like the Manyfield pick. One guy really didn't. He thinks Jacoby's getting this done. Now, I'm not really sure about these odds. $3 for Manyfield. I don't agree with it. I think it should be a coin flip. Jacoby gets these weird wins. He's coming off a first-round knockout now. I don't think he's going back-to-back round 1 KOs, anything like that. He dropped a split decision to Khalil Roundtree.
Couldn't see it.
He is a good kickboxer. He does have some power, but he's not inconsistent. Like, he is fairly consistent. He's good, but, this is a tricky fight for him. This is a tough matchup, stylistically.
That's a big haircut.
Yeah, this is a big haircut for Manyfield, eh? Manyfield's jacked. He's yoked.
Yeah,
he is shredded. Shredded, man.
But you know what that happens. Muscles can tire out easily.
Muscles can tire out easily. Now, that's what I'm worried about. But in the last couple fights, Manyfield has a good gas tank. And Jacoby's gas tank, it's not the best either. It's all right, but it's, it could be tested here. Manyfield is going to test him on the feet with the power, though. Look at the size of his shoulders and his arms. Yeah, he's going to have way more power.
This is going to be a good fight.
And look at that. That was another quick one. Jacoby didn't want to look in his eyes very long. Now, maybe I'm looking into it too much. Maybe I'm too sold on Alonzo Manyfield here as an underdog. I didn't make him a dog of the week. I'm fairly confident in him, obviously, but you know, $3 is good enough. I'll take him for the pick. I think the odds are wrong. That's why I'm taking him as the pick. Obviously, like, when I see odds that are wrong, I got to go the other way. I can't tell you to go with a favorite if I don't think he's going to win.
Yeah, like the gas tank's going to come down to it, too.
Maybe the gas tank,
For
but
both of them. Like,
honestly, man.
I haven't seen Manyfield fight before. So.
Well, Manyfield just fought Jimmy Crute and beat him by a submission. Maybe the strangle's possible. I think Manyfield could take this to the ground. He could get a takedown on Jacoby. Jacoby likes to strike. If Manyfield takes this to the ground, gets a submission, now if you look at the price of that, you're going to get paid, and I think it's fairly likely. So we're going to see how it goes. He is a $3 underdog. People are counting him out, but I'm certainly counting him in. Next fight of the night. Let's keep it rolling. Let's get another shot going here. We got Josh Emmett, and this is the first fight on the paid part
These are all
of the card.
Good matchups. Like this is
Matchmaking's incredible on this card for sure. Now
I'm just excited to watch.
Now this is a fight that I'm excited is on the paid portion because I don't want to pay $80 and not see fucking Bryce Mitchell and Josh Emmett. You know what I mean? Like I want that shit on the main card. I'm glad it's on the main card, but I forgot to mention some fight cancellations. We can talk about that later. Let's get right into this. Bryce Mitchell and fucking Josh Emmett. This is going to be a banger fight, man. Like, now, I'm kind of concerned about the pick because Bryce Mitchell is such a favorite. Is this a Josh Emmett spot?
Yeah, like...
He's going to look shredded here. I know he's going to look shredded. He lost to Poirier. He lost to Yair Rodriguez. Now, I think Bryce Mitchell is at that level of guys. You know what I mean? I feel like Bryce Mitchell is that guy. And not only that, he's motivated and dedicated to the sport. He is battling through some back injuries and stuff like that. I know about that, but I don't think that's enough. He beat Dan Iggy pretty good. He was tested in that fight, and he passed every test. So, I got to go with him in this fight. Bryce Mitchell all day. Until the wheels fall off. And I don't know if they're going to fall off against Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett can get taken down. He could get controlled, and, you know, he cuts a lot of weight, obviously. Look at the fucking size of this guy. I think Bryce is going to have the way better gas tank, better cardio. He might not be stronger, but he has that farm boy strength. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he's fucking...
He is strong.
Yeah.
He's a gritty little fucker, man.
Yeah. He's going to probably make it really dirty.
Yeah, he's going to make it a dirty fight. Bryce is respectful. He's a good lad, man. He's one of my favorite fighters. Now, I know he kind of went off the wagon, didn't he? Talking about the Bible a lot and Jesus. Now, I don't know what to think about that. I'm not all for that stuff and everything he's going on about flat earth. Like, he's kind of going off the radar here, but we'll keep it between the tracks. I think he's going to get this one, though.
Hopefully he's just thinking about that fight that night.
Yeah, he just needs to focus on that fight. He doesn't need to focus on flat earth, none of that shit. He just focus on Josh Emmett and get us paid. Because we're going to be betting on you, Bryce. That's for sure.
He's got to feed those chickens or whatever the fuck he has back
Feed
home.
the chickens and we'll feed the chicks.
Another
banger.
Banger fucking fight.
Banger alert. Banger alert.
Like, we've been talking about this for the last week. Like, every single fight since we've started watching UFC and we've seen Tony Ferguson, we've heard about him being Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, Tony's always...
Every single fight we've watched, he's lost.
Every fight, man. Since I started watching UFC, he's lost every single one.
I said it might have been us. I don't know.
Now, today at work, a buddy that we worked with was talking about Tony got beat up pretty bad in that Justin Gaethje fight, and he probably wore some long-term damage. Like, mentally, he might have lost some chromosomes, you know what I'm saying? And he hasn't won since then. Maybe he will never win, but I'm taking Tony as a pick. If you listen to the early prediction show, I'm going to talk about it here again. But like Fatal said, since we watched UFC, this dude has not won.
Like, I think I've bet on him at least 4 times, and each one is just not.
Like, he's looked decent, though. Like, he looked good in the Chandler fight? Michael Chandler. He looked good. And then he got head kicked.
And then,
And the Nate Diaz fight, he won all 3 rounds, in my opinion, and then he just literally gave up his neck in a guillotine submission. Like, that was stupid. That looked set up and rigged, in my opinion. It looked like Nate Diaz was set up to get his famous guillotine choke and retire. Like, that's exactly what happened. Like, it looked rigged in my opinion. So, I think this could be rigged in Tony's favor. I got the tinfoil hat on for a reason. It's not because I'm going fucking Paddy the Batty.
Like,
Look at this guy.
Would love to see Tony win this.
I would love it, man.
But I've said that the last 4 fights.
Yeah, Tony's coming in here with the glasses on, looking ready to go. He's training with David Goggins as well.
Paddy's still due for that, like, fucking...
Paddy's due for that loss. He was due for the loss against Jared Gordon. He was.
Tony said...
He should have lost that decision to Jared Gordon. He's getting what he deserves here.
In the press conference.
The press conference, said he's going to make him a ketchup sandwich. Yeah, he's ready to go, man. He's taking this fight more serious than other fights, I think.
Oh, fuck.
He says he wants to split Paddy up. He wants to draw some blood, obviously. And I think he's going to do that. Paddy the Batty, when I'm looking at him right now, his hair looks pretty long. When they face off, Tony is ready to go. No doubt about it. Press conference was intense. Like, what I really see here is Paddy the Batty. His hair is really long, and I think it's going to get in the way of his eyes, and he's not going to see some of these shots coming.
Hair in the eyes, blood in the eyes.
Yeah, Tony's going to catch him. Tony's catching him. He is, man. I feel it.
I want to see a Tony for.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I only put $10 on him for a finish for like $60, but I talked about it earlier before we started the show. I would put maybe $100 on this. I know I might. Join Patreon, $5 a month, exclusive early access. If I do that. But, fuck, man, I have a feeling Tony Ferguson is getting this done. Now, people are going to think I'm crazy. People probably think I'm crazy for taking Alonzo Menifield. Maybe the picks won't go good. Like, these are just the picks I'm feeling. This is what I'm doing. I'm not betting heavy on every pick that I choose. Like, Jun Yun Park was a high-confidence pick last week, and we bet that fight over 1.5. And Buddy in the comments got blocked because he's trying to give me and Fatal shit. Because we bet Iron Turtle. We never even bet Iron Turtle. Patreon knows we never placed a bet with Iron Turtle. None of his money line was touched from the forecast. So we bet over 1.5 for Jun Yun Park. So we know how to make the right decision. I think this is an underdog worth chasing. Now, I see some money coming in. It's making me feel even better, and that's why I feel like it could be worth a decent-sized bet here.
We just want to see Tony get a win.
Yeah.
That simple. Like,
Can we just get a win for Tony? Can Tony just get a win here? He's training with David Goggins. That should be enough. Like, if you're not inspired and ready to go after training with David Goggins and not in good enough condition, then nothing's going to do us. Like, this is it for Tony if he doesn't win, man. Enough said. On to the next.
Tony TKO.
I can't wait to see this fight, man.
If I was betting, maybe.
I can't fucking wait for this fight.
That's it.
Can't wait. We're just wasting time talking about it. We just need to see this shit happen. And this fight here, I'm just going to stay away.
Karate Kid.
I'm excited to see this fight, but I don't think I'm going to bet Shavkat. Like, I have no money on him yet. And at this point, I don't think it's worth it.
A watching card for me.
It could be a watching card, man. Like, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, he's talking about he wants to go for a title run. He's 41, like 40 years old. He needs to go for it now. He needs a big win. If he beats Shavkat, that's a massive win.
I can't see a fucking grindy win for Stephen Thompson. It would have to be like
he was grinding
a lucky fucking...
It would have to be lucky, but we see some lucky shit, and, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, I didn't think he would beat Kevin Holland, but he really did handle Kevin Holland with no struggle at all. Like, Holland didn't do a thing to Wonderboy Thompson. Wonderboy Thompson was very good at range. His shot selection is very tricky to deal with. It's pretty creative. Now, Shavkat is probably going to struggle with that. Now, Wonderboy Thompson has tons of experience. He's been close to a title before. He's going to be as hungry as ever. It's now or never for him as well. Now, I don't know if I'm going to take this underdog. I got to go with my boy, Shavkat Rakhmonov. He's one of my favorite fighters, but, I know when to stay away. He has a 0. I don't know, man. He can't even speak English. Shav can't speak English. He's not that marketable. He's, like, I don't want to be rude, but, like, he can hardly speak English. He's not that marketable, in my opinion. He's, Laura Sanko loves him, but she just wants that dick, honestly. Like,
yeah, she does. Yeah.
On to the next. Like, just stay away from this one. If you think Stephen Wonderboy Thompson has an edge here, or Shavkat's hurt, like,
feel with that one,
whatever you feel. We got 2 title fights, and we're going to make some money here. That's 100% sure. And they're going to do a 10-minute video that we don't want to watch, so we're going to skip ahead. We got to skip ahead. And we got to make money. That's what we're here for. It's us against the bookies. We're going to take advantage of the bookies. We're going to catch some pretty good prices, in my opinion. We're taking some underdogs. Obviously, we think the bookies have some prices wrong. So let's see what we can do. Now, this fight here, Alexander Pantoja and Brandon Royval, they already fought before. So obviously they have this price correctly. Everybody's going to be on Pantoja. Everybody that does their homework, at least. Like, Christ, man. Royval is going to need a lucky shot, just like you said about Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. This guy's going to need a lucky shot. Now, he looks like a pop star, rap singer or something like that. Like, he ain't getting it done. He just pulled his shorts down even more. Yeah, I don't like him. He's cocky. I don't like him, man. He won his last 2 fights. I did have him in those fights, but he's fighting a fucking champion. Alexander Pantoja, a killer from Brazil. Pantoja by finish all day. He's going to finish him again. He finished this guy in round 2. Now he has 5 rounds to work. He could finish him in round 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I don't give a fuck. He's getting the finish. Sorry for cursing, but this is an easy pick.
I guess I'm just blind, but I honestly don't know why Royval is getting a title shot. Is he that good?
He's not bad. This is their second time fighting. It's a rematch spot. I mean, his last couple fights were impressive. Matthias Nikolai beat him by a finish. When you're getting those finishes in flyweight, you're making a name for yourself. So
I mean, it's flyweight, like.
And the fact that it's a rematch, that'll give you the chance. Kind of like Edwards and Usman. That's how Edwards got the chance against Usman. So
all of these fights are.
This face-off is intense. Royval's respecting him. He obviously believes in himself. He's confident for this fight here. Colby Covington, he's been talking some shit. Now, I don't like that because my pick's Colby Covington. He said some stuff that he probably shouldn't have said to Leon Edwards. And I don't even care if he loses, honestly, after saying shit like that. Like, he's the pick. I want him to win. I want to see him win. I want to see him get that belt wrapped around his waist. But when you're talking about someone's dead father and talking about them going to hell, I mean, that's a little too far. So I don't really give a fuck what happens to Colby in this fight. He's a cocky guy, too. But he is a respectful guy at the end of the day, and he's going to respect Edwards and probably say sorry for all that shit, but I don't know. He could get some medicine for what he said to Leon, and Edwards is going to come out here and fucking shut him up, potentially. I don't know, man. Like, I don't like what he was saying. And now we're going to get to see them face off for the final time here. We're going to see how the emotions are now. Probably not very good. I'm surprised they're going to let them... I'll be surprised if they let them get close. They didn't let them get close at the press conference face-off. I don't expect them to get too close here. Leon probably wants to take his head off. But I'm going to stick with the Colby pick. He's going to have the cardio. He's relentless. I think he can get takedowns in control.
I'm taking Colby.
You're taking Colby? Now, I thought Usman won the majority decision, and Leon got it done. Leon did get taken down in that fight. He got controlled, and I think Covington is going to take him down and control him and get the job done. And Leon Edwards is looking in good shape, and now they're going face to face. Oh, they're not going face to face. Dana's not
right in there.
Dana's not letting them get close. I thought they were going head to head there.
Stay back.
Yeah, they're staying far back now. Yeah. Well, let's hear what he has to say here.
A lot of emotions going on.
A lot of emotions going on.
Of course, you always stir that up.
He's always stirring up that beef. He's stirring it up.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Las
Are you
Vegas.
ready for the American Revolution? This fight tomorrow night is for all the men and women in law enforcement, all our troops, past and present.
He always says
and
this.
for the
It's always
whole
for the
entire MAGA
troops and
movement.
law enforcement.
You can delay us, but you cannot deny us. Trump's taking back the White House, and I'm taking back the Undisputed tomorrow night.
Trump's taking back the White House, and he's taking back the Undisputed title. Yeah, let's go. I like it. Yeah, he's fired up, man. He was just trying to start some beef. He was just trying to get in Leon's head. That's all it was.
Leon.
Yeah, look at Leon. Leon, yeah. Look at Leon.
To defend your title, but
Look at
very
him.
emotionally charged one. Give us your thoughts on what this has been like dealing
Yeah,
with
Leon
Colby.
looks nervous,
What goes
man.
down tomorrow night?
It looks like he's looking into
That man
darkness.
is dead tomorrow. Make sure you keep everything you said about my dad. Just tomorrow, we settle it.
Yeah.
Champion, ladies and gentlemen,
Leon,
Edwards.
yeah, I don't know. Leon is pretty nervy right now. A lot of nerves going through Leon's
I
body
feel
right
like
now.
the dad comment definitely got to him.
Yeah, the dad comment definitely got to Leon.
And
I
it's
think
either gonna get in his head or he's gonna
it got in his head.
fuel him, or it's gonna.
I think the
destroy
feeling
him.
I'm feeling is it got in his head. But the only thing we need to figure out is it a good thing or bad thing? Is
like,
Colby the pick or
can he-
Colby not the pick?
Can he stay with the cardio if Colby?
I don't think he can. Though. That's why I'm going Colby. Colby's cardio is insane.
Like, yeah.
And once he gets you taken down once and twice, and
And
he's just gonna keep taking you down, and he's gonna get some control in there too.
Guy, you know what I mean? Like, he's gonna fucking.
He's gritty, man. He's relentless. Like I said, that's
And
the word,
he wants
relentless.
that title so bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
He wants it now. He wants it in 2023 before the new year.
Yeah, like
Trump's getting
could be a
the
new champion for the new year. So
Trump's getting back in the house. He's getting back as champion, undisputed champion.
he's my dog of the week.
He's your dog of the week, Colby Covington. Fatal's dog of the week, Colby Chaos Covington is gonna bring that chaos. He's also my pick. I'm not switching the pick. I'm still fairly confident he's gonna get the job done here. I'm going by a decision though. That's how I'm gonna snipe this one out. I think he's gonna get it done in 5 rounds. I think we're in for a 5-round fight here. I think we're in for
I
it.
usually don't fuck with the props. I usually just go money line.
You ain't
and
fucking
shit
with
like
the
that,
props,
but
eh? Well, if you ain't fucking with the props, you might have to help me relay.
This is your prop guy here,
Well,
but
you'll help me relay these props. These are the props of the week. These aren't bets. Some of them are single bets, but, you know, I'm just going lightly. These are some pretty valuable props. Now, I call them value props. I used to call them lock prop, underdog props, but we're going to stick with value props. I got 6 of them. It's UFC 296. I'll give one, and then Fatal will give one. We're going to go from most confident to least confident. And we just gave out the props and the bets, and the video didn't record. So we're going to do it again. We have to do it again. And starting it off with the most confident value prop of the week, Andre Fili by a decision, plus 200. I'm very confident in Andre Fili, and I'm going to snipe out the decision. And another decision that I'm seeing on this card is Cody Garbrandt by a decision. Exact same price, plus 200, another 3x. If you put them both together, it's a 9x. Decision Dynasty, something like that. I think they're both going to win by a decision. You know, a finish could happen, but strong lean for a decision in those 2 fights, and there's value there at 3x. It is the most likely prop in that fight, but for the most likely prop to be 3x, that's pretty valuable. And next up, we got Casey O'Neill as a value prop for KO TKO. This is a 5x bet. I got 10 on this for 50 already. I'm pretty confident on this one after the face-offs. These 2 girls are ready to go. They're ready to swing. And Lipsky has 4 knockout losses and 4 decision losses. This is going 1 or 2 ways. Knockout or submission. I'll take the shot at that 5x. And Fatal's going to give out my dog of the week prop on this one. I'm going to snipe out how this one's going to finish. Fatal's going to let you know what that is and the price of it.
we're saying Shamil Gaziev on this value prop up here next. We're thinking submission. I mean, we're chasing the value prop, so if it's going to the ground, then definitely value prop on Shamil on the ground for submission. Plus 700 as well, so.
Hey, from what I've seen on the Contender Series, if it goes to the ground, he's going to have the advantage. And he's going to be searching for a submission. He has a lot of finishes. I expect him to get a finish in his debut on a pay-per-view card.
Head and arm choke or something.
Head and arm?
Something,
Head and arm triangle.
something like that, or yeah.
This one, the submission is totally live at 8x for the underdog of the week. I'm locking in Shamil Gaziev. He's the pick. He's plus 115 on the money line as dog of the week. He's my most confident underdog. I do like Alonzo Menifield and Tony Ferguson as well, but I'm taking one dog this week. I'm trying to go back-to-back after Steve Garcia. Let's see what we can do. And next up, like I just said, I'm taking Tony Ferguson, Fatal. How are we going to take this fight?
Well,
Taken by a finish like we always do, Ace. And this one's not a 6.
saying.
I think it's a 6x now. I got it at plus 500 now. Fatal's going to check Bet365 to confirm that one. I got in at $6. This is saying $8. Must had some money come in on it. You might not be able to get plus 700, but you're going to get some good value here. Tony Ferguson by finish. That's how I think he's going to beat Paddy the Baddy, either by submission or knockout. He says he wants to make a ketchup sandwich out of Paddy the Baddy. He wants to split him open. I think he's going to have some success.
I mean, we got KO, $9.
We got knockout for $9, submission for $15. I could actually see the submission for $15 for Tony Ferguson.
I just have a feeling some funny shit's going to happen.
Some funky shit's going to happen, and that finish is totally live for Tony Ferguson now. I'll scroll down here. I think they have the finish a bit lower. Yeah, Tony Ferguson by finish is plus 550. So money has been coming in quite heavily on Tony Ferguson. You heard it here on the show. It is what it is. It might not happen. It might not. We're just relaying the information. We're just telling you that a ton of money has come in here. And we are both confident on this pick. We're not taking Paddy the Baddy. We know better. We know Tony has experience. He has something to prove here. We're going to see how this one goes. Hopefully it goes our way. There's a lot of fights that we want to go our way because we're going to get paid. And next up, another underdog here. It's not an underdog prop. These are all value props. These are very, very valuable props. I'm taking Alonzo Menifield by a submission. He won his last fight by a submission. I think he could win this fight against Dustin Jacoby by submission as well. Jacoby's good on the feet. And Menifield can mix in a takedown and get that submission. It's totally live.
Exactly.
And this one's a 9x. That's crazy. That is crazy. Y'all know I already bet this one. And Patreon for $5 a month has access to that, and they will have access to the 2 parlays that we're going to bet on. They're going to know how much money we put on them. Now, Fatal's going to go first. Fatal's 4. We're going to go with 4 picks here. Fatal has them locked in already. You guys are going to get paid here. 20x, Fatal. Tell them who they are.
Well, boys.
Speak loud and clear so everybody knows who to take on these. Fatal's the guy. Comment below. Give the guy some support. He's joining as a special guest. He's going to relay his picks to you guys and get you all paid. So, holidays are coming. Take this 20x.
This week, starting off in the prelims, we're going to start with Andre Fili, 158.
I like him by a decision. He's one of my value props.
We also have Cody Garbrandt, 150.
Yeah, take them all in the money line. These are
Tagging
money
up-
line parlays. Just
tagging
take
up
them to win.
The tatted bandits, you could call them, you could say.
2 tatted bandits so far for Fatal.
And then
2
we're
more.
chasing some value here, but we're
We got
thinking some shit could happen. Tony Ferguson, 350. Definitely some value there.
Yeah, that's adding some juice to this parlay.
I mean, yeah, so last one,
Last fight of the night.
Colby Covington. He's
Let's-
talking shit.
Let's cause some chaos.
He's beating Colby, but I just feel like he's going to squeeze this one out. He has the cardio, and I just feel like he's the meaner guy, too, so. He's plus 230 as well, so.
He's being pretty mean at the press conference. You're not wrong there.
And $10 is going to pay you $220, so.
$10 for $220
You can't really get
on
better
that
than that,
parlay, the Fatal 4. I mean, I'm definitely going to be betting this. I might be betting more than $10, to be honest with you, because I agree with every single pick. If you listen to my early predictions, $50 is going to pay you
Close to
$1,100. Holy smack. Like,
If you can afford 50, then I mean,
if you can afford $50, you're going to get paid on this parlay.
definitely worth the throw.
Now, my parlay is similar. The only thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to take off Colby Chaos Covington. I'm going to take off Tony Ferguson. And I'm going to add on Alexander Pantoja and Bryce Mitchell. Now, this one's for the people. It's a 5X.
You could say mine's the more riskier
Yeah,
parlay.
Fatals is more risky. This is,
And this
a
is the-
less risk. It's a 5X. It's a 4-fold. They're both 4-folds. Now, if you put 50 on mine, you're going to get $300. It's a lot safer. I'm pretty confident Pantoja's going to win by a finish. I'm confident Bryce Mitchell, Philly, and Garbrandt are going to win clean decisions here. If they get the finish, we have them on the money line anyways, right? So 5X, I'm going to be doing that for sure. $5 a month. You'll see all my bets on this card. I'm going to have some live bets as well. So those are the two parlays. You got the props. You know the underdog of the week, Shamil Gaziev. I have multiple underdogs on this card as well. The lock of the week. You know one of them, Cody Garbrandt. The other one is going to be hidden for this week for everybody if you want to know who it is. I got two of them for plus 130. It's $5 a month on Patreon. Really appreciate everybody tuning in for the post-weigh-in face-off show. Coming to get the picks, coming to get the bets, get the parlays. Now it's time to get the parfaits, get the treats. Let's get paid. Let's go get it. One time for the one time. It's our time. You know it's our time. Us against the bookies. Let's take advantage of them. We had to redo the props and the bets because the video cut out. But we got her done. And hopefully we get you guys paid in time for the holidays. Hopefully everybody enjoys their holidays. And we're going to see you in 2024. And we're also going to see you in Patreon for $5 a month. The link is in the bio below. If you can't afford $5 a month, just hit the Discord link. Absolutely free. Early access to the locks, the dogs, the props. And we're going to be back in 2024. You're going to see more Fatal. You're going to see more Dread Stocks. The special guests will be back.
Maybe both at one time.
Maybe both at one time. We'll do a three-way action here.
First card back in 2024. We'll have three boys.
Three boys. I'll get the new L bench. I'll get some posters in the background. We're going to move the setup over here. We're not going to set up here. We're going to set up over there with a nice L bench. Some posters in the background, potentially. We're getting paid on this pay-per-view card, and we're going to improve the setup a little bit, and we're going to pay for the Christmas presents. Hopefully everybody has a great Christmas. Happy holidays, and we'll see you soon.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!